We doing it for them boys today. Doing it for Jay. Doing it for Jay Briscoe, baby. Right here. Since day one. Jay, you will always be missed. We're doing it for you today, baby. Alright, what's up, everybody? Peter Gilmore here for a Wednesday afternoon, Wednesday evening here in the Northeast video right here on the Peter fucking Gilmore channel, youtube.com/Peter Gilmore. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like the video. Hit that subscribe button in my pants down below in the description box below. And as always, follow me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Share the video all over the internet. And don't forget to tap that bell and basically treat it like it's your bitch. And turn on all notifications so you don't miss a goddamn thing. And if you do, well, fuck you, man. And that's pretty much it. If you miss it, then you miss it. Then you're going to have to search my channels and look for my latest video. And that's pretty much it. Simple as that. Like the video, comment, leave a comment, subscribe to my channels, and hit the bell. That's all I got to say about that. All right, on this pretty nice, not too warm, but it's nice, 50 degrees right now on at 6 o'clock on January the 18th, 2023. Hope you had a great Wednesday, middle of the week, right in the middle of January. But, hopefully all of us are having a better day today than we had last night with the tragic news of Jay Briscoe passing away at the age of 38. Wasn't wearing his seatbelt, which is a no-no. So, the police report came out today, and that the car that Jay was in with his wife and I believe 2 kids, I don't know if it was his car or the other car, veered into the other lane. Boom! Head-on collision. Both drivers were dead. I mean, Jay Briscoe was dead on the scene. The other driver was a woman. I don't remember her name. I think her name was Laura or something like that. She died on the scene. And I believe Jay's wife Ashley was in the car with their 2 kids, 12 and 8 years old. Both of them got taken to the hospital. One of them, I think the oldest one is getting back surgery. She's in intensive care right now. I think, and the younger one is also in intensive care. They're wearing their seatbelts. Jay was not. I don't know why. I don't want to speculate why and what happened. Why one of the cars, veered into the other lane and hit the other car head on. People thinking that might be some alcohol related things. I don't think it is. I mean, we have to see what comes out of this. But man, I feel bad for the kids right now because they lost their father. Ashley lost a loving husband, 38 years old. It's a shame, man. It's a shame, really shame. So. Today's Mark's birthday, This is Jay, this is Mark over here. Mark over here is 39 years old today. And wasn't really a happy birthday for Mark because, the tragic news of him losing his brother right the day before his birthday. And that's not well. I know funeral plans are being made for Jay. I don't know when the actual funeral will be. Maybe this weekend in Sandy Fork, Delaware. I imagine a lot of wrestlers will be going to the funeral. We'll be hearing about that this weekend. I'm still shaken up by it. I am really still shaken up by it. I'm wearing the Briscoe shirt just, in honor of Jay and everything. But like I said in my video yesterday, and thank you for everybody who watched the video on this particular channel, my Peter Gilmore channel, almost 200 views, and no, that we're not clout. But thank you anyway for almost 200 views on that video, and then on my tribute channel, starting to get up there. So thank you for that, and The Cubans are still coming in. Kevin Steen put up a great freaking tweet about Jay. Sami Zayn put up one. But, so, and I can imagine that Tony Khan tonight is going to do something great for Jay. The Ring of Honor tag team belts have been vacated, which I think was the obvious choice to do. But, Supercard of Honor is coming up in March. I would make a tournament out of the tag team belts and name it for Jay, the Jay Briscoe Memorial Tag Team Tournament. And then maybe at Supercard of Honor, whoever wins the belts, I would have Mark Briscoe or maybe Ashley, Jay's wife, give the winners the belt right there. I think it'll be a nice gesture for Ashley and her family, and for Jay and Mark as well. So we'll see what happens with all that. But I know a lot of people are still really upset about it, trying to process what happened, trying to get more info about it, and just more craziness from last night. Kevin Nash wrote some weird shit last night, and then everybody's asking what the hell is going on with Kevin Nash, and he just wrote some dark comments. I think about the situation with Jay, and then he was thinking about Scott Hall as one of his best friends, and he just wrote some really dark comments, and we all thought that Kevin Nash was gonna commit suicide or do something really bad. Thankfully, he did not. So, thoughts and prayers go out to Kevin Nash as well, and losing his son. So I can imagine how he feels right now with the loss of Jay Briscoe. And then Amari Miller of NXT, who is a student from Booker T's school, along with Roxy, she almost tried to commit suicide last week, and then the news came out about that. But thankfully, Amari Miller did not, go through with it. She's hopefully getting mental help, and everything's going good with that. And so it was just a crazy night last night, and but most of our thoughts and prayers are really going out to Jay, and we'll have to see what happens with tonight with Dynamite, what Tony does, and I would think they're gonna do a 10-bell salute. Maybe just put his picture up on the before Dynamite goes on the air. They'll put it in memoriam to Jamin Pugh, who's Jay Briscoe. They'll do something like that. WWE, as much as we hate them, did something really nice last night. Had Vic Joseph and Booker T announce the passing away of Jay Briscoe on the air, which is great. They pulled the segment from the New Day. Even though the New Day came out, they were supposed to do a funeral segment for Pretty Deadly's, them losing their title shot. So thankfully, Shawn Michaels and the people that be in NXT thought that, said that, let's not do this. Let's, just go out there and just, make fun of Pretty Deadly, and then Gallus comes out, and then we have a triple threat match at Vengeance Day. But let's not do anything stupid and get everybody riled up because we just did a funeral segment and some guy just died. So that was nice on NXT to do that. That was great. So we'll see what happens on Friday. Well, I assume Impact's going to do something tomorrow with probably a picture and maybe some highlights here and there. I don't know what Impact's going to do tomorrow. SmackDown most likely will do an in memoriam photo. Probably same thing for Rampage tomorrow night. Well, not tomorrow night. Sorry, Friday night. And then that's pretty much it. But tonight is dedicated to Jay Briscoe. So we'll see what Tony and company do tonight. And that's all I can say about that. All right. But like I said, thank you all for watching the my impromptu video from last night. I didn't want to show too much emotion because I almost broke down crying. Because I'm a big Briscoes fan. And so is Rosa. And I told Rosa about it, and she was not happy about it because she likes the Briscoes as well. She has her own shirt. I have my shirt. So, but just things happen, and you never know when the Lord's gonna take you. You never know what's gonna happen from day to day. So, but just live your life to 100%, and when we don't have that clock, like I said, we don't have that countdown clock over our head like in the Nickelback video. And yeah, I like Nickelback, sue me. But yeah, we never know when we're gonna go, and if we like it or not, when it's our time, it's our time, whether we like it or not. So, but I know Jay is up in heaven, probably having great matches with Brody, with Brody Lee and Bruiser Brody. Terry Funk never wear a mouthpiece. Bruiser Brody never wore a mouthpiece. One of his best promos. But great matches galore with the Bucks, with the trilogy that we had last year, and then last year going in the final battle with FTR was great shit. Good shit. Such great shit. And that's all I gotta say about that. Alright, let's not dilly-dally anymore. Let's get into your NXT review from last night. And I had to rewatch it because as soon as we heard the news of Jay Briscoe passing, I turned off NXT. I did my video. I watched a lot of other people's videos, very good videos. And it is what it is, even though one idiot put his fucking ads in his fucking video. We all know who that is. Like the schmuck from, the clown. Fucking idiot. I don't know why anybody would do a video and put ads in it. You don't see ads in my videos. I don't need to put ads in my videos, even if they're, tribute videos or rest in peace videos. I don't put ads in my videos. But people who do that should be just be taken off the face of the goddamn earth and off this platform or any other social media platform, and then beaten severely. That's not right. You're profiting off the dead, which is stupid. But anyway, let's get to NXT. And from what I saw, it was a pretty meh show. It was just the aftermath show from New Year's Evil, where we saw Braun Breaker somehow retain the NXT World Title against I Did It, Grayson Waller, and then the news that they're going to have a rematch at Vengeance Day inside a steel cage, brother. So we got that. We found out that Toxic Attraction, Gigi Dolan and JC Jane, those nice two hot pieces of ice, they co-won the Battle Royal, and both of them will face Roxy for the women's title. So we had that. We also had Pretty Deadly, the Yes Boys, trying to run the gauntlet to get a title shot against the New Day. And they were halfway there, even though they faced the jobber team like the Rockers. Then they actually fought some teams like Malik Blade and Idris Enofe. Then they took on Briggs and Jensen. And then, of all teams, Gallus comes back from suspension and basically wiped the floor with them. They win the gauntlet. And then they had to stay down with the New Day. So we thought that the New Day and Gallus were going to have a title match at Vengeance Day. But we'll get to that in a little bit. All right, so let's get into it. Let's not waste any more of your precious time because Dynamite's coming up in about an hour and a half. And, yeah, we'll talk more about Jay Briscoe when we hit 8 o'clock. All right, so we start off NXT from last night with the opening recap of New Year's Evil. with all that and what happened, some surprises, you know, the good shit and all that good stuff. Even Tiffany Stratton coming back, Boogie Hogan, you know, and all that stuff. All right, so we start off with our first match of the night. Pretty good banger of a match. We had Trick Williams, who came out with another freaking mask, looks like a complete idiot. Anyway, he comes out with the man who don't miss, and that's Carmelo Hayes. He takes on A-Kid, Axiom, and Apollo Crews. Hoo-ha, Nation. So we get that. It was a pretty good match. Starts off with Trick working on Axiom's arm. Runs him over for a bonus, and he's like, does some shoulder stuff. And I was like, kick that dirt off your shoulder, why don't you? All right, then we got a pop-up right hand. Like he picked him up, bam, right in the face. Puts Axiom down again. Then he tags in Carmelo, who hits an enziguri. Actually, A-Kid hits an enziguri out of nowhere to get him out of trouble. He tags in Apollo, who comes in and cleans house. But Carmelo gets knocked to the floor, and then Apollo tosses Axiom onto both of them, which is pretty nice. As we go to break, fans wake up. All right, so we go to break. We come back. Axiom and Carmelo clothesline each other. But Axiom was trying to get the hot tag to Apollo, but couldn't get there. And Axiom gets sent into the corner, and both men alternate beating the crap out of him. And then Carmelo grabs a 1905 chinlock, which gets broken up. A-Kid gets over to the corner, gets the hot tag to Apollo, who once again cleans house. The Gorilla Press slam into a standing moonsault gets a near fall for Apollo, as Carmelo makes a save on Trick. Then A-Kid and Trick go to the floor, so Carmelo goes up top, goes for nothing but net, but just missed it. And Apollo grabs him, and we got a inside cradle circa 1922. 1, 2, 3. Apollo Crews gets a shocking win over Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams. Time of the match 10:35. So we got all that. So I gave the match 3 out of 5 stars. I thought it was a pretty decent match for what it was. And we'll see what happens with all 4 of those guys as we go into next week. And we move on. All right, then we had a really dark segment or a promo with my cousin. Hey, my cousin! Get in here, my cousin! Hey, cousin, hey, how you doing? My cousin, Tony D'Angelo, will get you a chicken bone plate for $2. It was tasty. You get you that for $2. So anyway, Tony and Stacks Lorenzo, chanting Stacks Lorenzo, they're by the bridge where Tony killed 2 Dimes. That's Cade. What's his name? That 2 Dimes. Well, can't think of his name. Cade Carter, whatever his name is in AEW now. So they're by the bridge, and Tony's not happy with Lorenzo Stacks lying about the whole Dominic Dijak situation. So, and then Lorenzo's like, I do anything for you, Tony. I always got your back. Blah 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 blah. And then he's like, you know what, Tony, do what you got to do. So he basically sacrifices himself, and then we all thought that Tony was gonna throw Stacks over the bridge to his death, like he did 2 Dimes. But Tony puts his hand on his back, and he tells Stacks, like, you did good. You took the bullet for me, and now the soldier, he took his jacket off, and then he promoted him to the underboss of the family. And he got a new jacket with a pretty nice looking logo, little bird logo. So that was pretty nice and shocking. I didn't know that was going to happen. But now, so Tony promoted Stacks to be his underboss. Something like Bullet Club would do, because we all know Bad Luck Fale is the underboss of the Bullet Club. By the way, too sweet me for the low god. So he's something like that. So we'll see what happens with Tony D and his new underboss, Stacks. And we'll see what happens with that. So I gave that 3 out of 5 stars. I thought it was pretty good. But, we didn't want to see another live murder by Tony D'Angelo on TV. We didn't need to see another murder. But it is what it is. But 3 out of 5 stars for that. Then we go to the back where we see the beautiful, the lovely Tiffany Stratton. She's not happy where she's with Mackenzie Mitchell. Then we see a clip from early in the day where Tiffany's trying to get inside her locker room. And then she's banging on the door. It's like, hey, who's in there? Get me out of here. Daddy, somebody see my locker room. Anyway, so the door finally opens and it's Indy Hartwell. And says that, this ain't your locker room anymore, bitch. This is the women's locker room. And you're not better than anyone, so you can go change your panties to somewhere else. I was like, God damn, that's... Tiffany just got missed. You can't change in your locker room. You gotta change in the bathroom or change in the aisleway. So everybody can see your tatas and everything. Which isn't a bad thing. But yeah, so Tiffany Stratton, you shouldn't have said those bad things about the women's locker room. Just saying. So it looks like we might get an Indy Hartwell, Tiffany Stratton match coming out of this. Or something with Tiffany and Indy, but we'll see what happens with that. And we move on with that. So I give that 2.5 out of 5 stars. And we move on. Alright. Then, after that, we get more beautiful ladies, and that's Toxic Attraction, Gigi and JC Jane. Gigi Dolan and JC Jane. They come out looking... Ugh. Do you want to know what makes Daddy Gilmore's dick hard? And yeah, those chicks. Besides EO, of course. And Asuka. And Kyrie. But anyway, we move on. So Toxic Attraction comes out, bragging about their win last week in the Battle Royal. They had all the fans in the palm of their hands. I don't think you want the fans in the palm of your hands because you don't know where those hands have been. Just saying, because some of those fans probably had their hands down their pants and they didn't wash. But it is what it is. I would wash, but that's just me. But anyway. So they had them in the palm of their hands, and even if JC tried to eliminate Gigi last week, it's all fine and good in the hood. The Toxic Attraction train is on the way to Vengeance Day on February the 4th. That's 2 weeks away. Where they will make Roxanne Perez, or Roxy, regret ever winning the women's title. And then out of nowhere, Lyra Valkyria, another nice hot piece of ace. She comes out, says she is tired of all this bragging and bitching and complaining, shit like that. So JC and Gigi tell her, get lost, you fairy. And, but Lyra says, I'm not going anywhere, and I'm not here alone. And then, cue the champ. The champ is here. Roxy comes out, and then they beat Toxic Attraction and clear the ring. And then later on, we have a tag team match player in the main event. So we got that. So, it was pretty nice. And I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. And that's pretty much it. And really tonight was basically, well, not tonight, sorry, last night, mainly focused on the women. Like it. Because, NXT's women's division is kind of, not great, but still, more emphasis on the women on this show, which I thought was pretty damn nice. And we move on. Alright, then we go to the Creed brothers, Julius and Brutus. They're training in the Diamond Mine Dojo. And then Ivy Nile and Tatum Paxley come in. Ivy starts yelling at them, screaming. You motherfuckers! No, she didn't say that. She starts yelling at them for not being what they used to be. Because they don't have Roddy anymore. Because Roddy, I don't know when Roddy's coming back, if at all. They used to be good under Roddy's tutelage, and now they're basically on their own. They suck! No. But anyway, they got Veer and Sangha in their heads, and that sounded weird, okay, but anyway. So they're not what they used to be, including last week against Jinder My Balls and Sangha. And then I was like, snap out of it! Like Cher would say in that movie. I don't know what movie that was, but it's a funny movie. They basically say, get it together, and then they leave, and the Creeds think they might be onto something. Yeah, stop being assholes and get it together. Pretty much. When a woman tells you to get it together, guys, you get it together. Well, sometimes we don't, but you know. Why you gotta listen to you, bitch? You know? It is what it is. So we get that. So I give that 3 out of 5 stars. So we'll see what happens with the Creeds and Kinder My Balls and Sangha. I think Veer is injured. That's why we haven't seen Veer. But he'll come again for another 12 weeks. He'll come back and come again. Whatever. Anyway. Alright, after that, we get a narrated video by the new social media star, this new wrestler called Stevie Turner, who we saw a video last week. So she narrates a video like shock jock style, not Howard Stern style, anything like that. She narrates a video about the Battle Royal, and he says, "I would have won if I was even there." Who are you again? Okay. So I got to say about that. I don't know. I never seen this Stevie Turner person in NXT UK. So I mean, what am I supposed to think of this gimmick? It's like a social media person. I'm like, okay. All right. I'll give it a chance, but we'll see. And that's that. So I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. And we'll move on. All right, let me just take a drink because I need a drink right now. By the way, this part of the program is brought to you by Rockstar Punched. Do for Jay Briscoe. Anyway, move on. All right, then we get to our next match, another women's match. Sol Ruka, the Surfer Girl, who has one hell of a finisher called the Soul Crusher. Oh, not Soul Crusher. Soul Snatcher, which is an inverted backflip into a Gilmore cutter. I'm stealing it. Finally, somebody, you know, it's a woman, somebody finally invented a new diamond cutter. Or Gilmore cutter. So, Ms. Sol Ruka, I'm stealing your move. I might come out of retirement and start doing that shit. I'm not gonna backflip, but I'll invert something better than that. You can count on that. But anyway, so Sol Ruka, the Surfer Girl, comes out, and she has a match with Alba Fire, who's a Kaylee Ray, we all know that. And it was a pretty decent match. It lasted a little over 3 minutes. Did I say 3 minutes? Anyway, starts out with the Surfer Girl, manages to take Kaylee Ray down, fast to start, then flips away to avoid a comeback. Kaylee Ray isn't having that. Says, "Bitch, I'm gonna knock you down." Knocks her down with ease. Then some kicks to the titties. Has the Surfer Girl in trouble, but she slips out of the firebomb. And she tries a laser Lomon Chico, or laser's egg Chico. But gets caught with a super kick instead. Kaylee Ray gets right back up, but then we see Isla Dawn, the witch, on the platform, causing a distraction, because you know that feud ain't over yet. And that distraction was just enough for Sol Ruka to hit the Soul Snatcher, that backflip cutter. Oh, I mean, if you haven't seen it, you need to see it, because it's amazing. But it is what it is. 1, 2, 3. Surprisingly, Sol Ruka beats Kaylee Ray, thanks to Isla Dawn. So we'll see what happens with that situation. I do see, you know, Alba Fire and Isla Dawn are far from over. I mean, what can you do if you had a last woman standing match? Now what? Cage? Some weird stipulation match? Maybe at Vengeance Day? I don't know. We're gonna have a cauldron match. Somebody put the first one to put him in a hot acid cauldron gets the win. I don't know. I just made that up. But we'll see what happens with those two ladies, and that's that. All right, then we go to a video from the Big Boss Man 2.0. That's Dominic Dijak. He's ready to win the North American title at Vengeance Day against her good friend, the Weed Man, Wesley. And he would just let him hand him the belt, but he's too stupid to take the offer. I mean, it's Dijak. He says Lee is first to receive high justice, and I'm gonna walk out the champ at Vengeance Day. I will not be surprised about that. I would not be surprised, but we'll see what happens with that. So at Vengeance Day, we got Dominic Dijak taking on Wes Lee for the North American title, and we'll see what happens with that. All right, so I gave that 3 out of 5 stars, and we'll move on. All right, after that, we get a sit-down interview with, I don't know if it was Vic Joseph who was interviewing him. It was somebody interviewing him. We get, I did it, Grayson Waller. So, the Aussie, oi, oi, oi. So we get Grayson Waller sitting down for an interview. Now, last week he says, I faced the Braun Breaker I knew I was getting. And he says, Braun is just a big, strong, is big, he's strong, he's stupid, as I knew he would be. And I had him beat, but somebody from the ring crew couldn't do his goddamn fucking job and fix the goddamn fucking rope that broke the first time. You got a case there, dude. So Grayson knew he won, so he even has his own title with him, and he has the actual NXT title. I'm like, oh no, not this again. When somebody wins and they bring like a title, it's like, this is my title. No, this is my title. Let's unify the title. Now have one title. One of those stupid things, you know. You know, even Jay Briscoe had a title back in the day before he won the actual Ring of Honor title. He had that Sandy Fork, Delaware title that looked like a world title, but then because he never got pinned for like a year around that time, which became 2 years, and then he finally beat Kevin Steen for the Ring of Honor title, and then that led to him going against Jay Lethal in that epic match at Best in the World 2015, which I was at. Great match. Probably the match of 2015. But, yeah. Something like that. So, anyway. Let me just check something real quick. Okay. I lost my spot. Alright, so Grayson has his own title. And he says, now it's time for a rematch inside a steel cage, brother. And Grayson Waller will leave as the official NXT World Heavyweight Champion. So we'll have to see what happens with that in 2 weeks. Because next week's show is no, not next week. Well, the week after next week is the go-home show. So next week is just a regular show. So we'll get that. Alright, so I gave that 3 out of 5 stars. But pretty good promo from Mr. I Did It, Grayson Waller. And that's it. Alright, then we get Gallus and Briggs and Jensen ready for their match coming up in a little bit. So I got that little rematch, if you will, from a couple of months ago, where Briggs and Jensen beat Gallus, and then Gallus got all pissy, and then smacked around some, referees, and then got arrested, and then got suspended. So we got that. Alright, then we go to the back where we see Alba Fire, and she is pissed. I mean, she is pissed. Starts choking a referee with a bat, and then the women's tag team champions come in, Kaden Carter and Casey Catanzaro. They come in and say, Alba Fire, why are you so crazy? Take it easy. Take it easy. Pretty much. They say, hey, be patient, blah, blah, blah. But Alba Fire's like, bitches? He's like, bitch, I want your titles. And I don't need a partner to get them. So, next week on the program, we got Kaden Carter and Casey Catanzaro defending the women's tag team belts against, basically, Alba Fire. I bet you nothing. Isla Dawn is going to come out, and she's going to be Kaylee Ray's partner, and they're going to win the women's tag team belts. It's going to be the weirdest freaking thing ever. It'd be like Bobby Roode and Austin Aries, two people that you never thought that would win the Impact Tag Team belts, became the two-man power trip in Impact. They won the belts and had a big run with the belts. Or you can just go like Stone Cold Steve Austin and Triple H, who got the belts for a very long time. The two-man power trip with WWE. So I guess you can have the two women power trip, which kind of like is like a homage to Bayley and Sasha. They'll do something like that. I have a feeling. I got a feeling. I bet you Issa Dawn's going to be her partner next week. So those women's tag team belts that Kaden and Casey have held for basically over a year now. They passed Toxic Attraction for longest reigning women's tag team champions right now. I would not be surprised if they lose those belts. But we'll see. All right, so I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. Let me move on. All right, there we go. We see Tyler Bate, who came back last week. We saw a little video about him. He's coming back for a match. So he's back in NXT. He talks about how he had to find himself again. Now he's back, and I'm never leaving. Well, that remains to be seen, sir. We'll have to see about that. Let me move on. All right, then we go to more tag team action. We got Gallus with the Coffee Brothers, Mark and... I forgot the other guy's name. But yes, basically the Coffee Brothers. So we had them taking on Briggs and Jensen. I think it's Wolfgang and Mark Coffee. I don't know. It's Gallus, just to put it that way. All right, so they're taking on Briggs and Jensen in a rematch from like a couple months ago. We had the beautiful Fallon, don't call her Dawn Henley at ringside. We got a big humongous brawl to start. Then we settle down a little bit to Jensen and Mark Coffey. Briggs comes in for a double clothesline. Jensen gets taken into the wrong corner, and Wolfgang comes in and starts beating him up. Then a leapfrog, or kind of like a leapfrog, allows the hot tag to Josh Briggs, who comes in and cleans house. But Mark Coffey gets a blind tag and pulls Briggs to the floor. And then the floor mats are pulled back. Briggs grabs a suplex on the exposed concrete. Ow! As we go to break, we come back. Jensen gets cut off due to his banged up back. Then we get a double beatdown on Josh Briggs. He tries to come back, but it's a 2-on-1. And then we see like the referees and Fallon Henley are trying to get Jensen up, and then Kiana James comes out. I'm like, yeah, she's gonna do something to make him get up, if you know what I mean. So, and then Jensen's like, get me up, son, you sons of bitches, get me up. But that didn't even matter because Gallus wiped the floor with Josh Briggs. They hit the Insigiri Power Slam combo, 1, 2, 3, almost 12 minutes later, the match is over. So Gallus gets the win, and they're looking towards the NXT Tag Team belts with the New Day. And we shall see what happens with that as we move on with that. So I gave the match 3 out of 5 stars. All right. After that, we get to Thea Hale of Chase U. She's getting ready to finally win her first match on NXT as she's taking on the beautiful Valentina Falaz. Caliente. Mr. Chase comes in, starts yelling at Duke Hudson. Why not? Then we see a clip of Duke talking about how Thea has to win and seemingly knocking Chase's teaching. Uh-oh! So Mr. Chase says, if Duke has something to say it to my face. So Duke says it was taken out of context. Trying to suck up. I didn't mean it. And he really wants to see Thea Hale get the win. Because, he's banging her in the back. Not in the ass. I'm not talking about that way. I mean, in the back of the locker room. Because that's happening. But we move on. We'll see what happens with that. All right, so I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. Then we go to the trainer's room where Brooks Jensen is being looked at. Briggs is right there. Fallon Henley comes in, starts yelling at him about Keanu James, and Jensen, grabs his balls and is like, "You don't know her. She likes me, and I like her. And we're gonna go fuck in the back. Leave us alone." You can't stop love, Fallon. Let him fuck. I mean, come on already. Let him lose his V card already. So anyway, and Fallon's like, "What could she be after? Your dick." Anyway, says, what do you want from her? You already got your bar back. There's nothing left. Leave us alone. You have to get used to this. So Fallon's like, all right, I just want you to be happy. Well, he's happy. He's happy. If he has a nice piece of ace like Keanu James, he's happy. Wouldn't you? Most of you probably wouldn't. Couldn't handle her. Or any woman. I could. Because I got the steak. But I digress. And we'll move on. Alright, so we'll see what happens with that. And I give that 2.25 out of 5 stars. Alright, there we go. The Thea Hale and Valentina Falaz. Another almost 3.5 minute match. Did I say 3 minutes again? I think I did. So we have the rest of Chase U out with Thea Hale. We have Mr. Chase. We have Duke Hudson. We have the fans, the students in the crowd. Did you do your homework? Anyway, there's a test tomorrow. So anyway, Thea starts out fast and furious. But gets taken out really quick by the Spanish goddess, Valentina Falaz. Doing an armbar keeps her down, and then the beautiful Alexia Lopez comes out, looking amazingly hot, as always. So she's there just to watch. Thea fights up out of trouble, gets a fast 2 count. Referee! Count slow. Only get rolled up for a same count. And then Duke Hudson starts glaring at Alexia Lopez. But she slips for some brass knuckles. And Valentina's like, I'm not using this. I'm going to win the easy way. I'm not going to cheat. Well, that led to your demise because Thea Hale hits a face plant. 1, 2, 3. Thea Hale gets her first win in NXT. Yay! Let's throw some balloons and some confetti around for Thea Hale. Yay! Nobody fucking cares. Anyway, so we get that. Match was garbage, and I gave it 2 out of 5 stars. That's all I gotta say about that. Let's move on. Alright, then we go to the credit parking lot. No, nobody got beat up this time. We see Apollo Crews starts yelling and mocking Trick Williams and Kamala Hayes over their loss earlier in the night. Kamala calls it a cheap win. But Apollo's like, well, a win is a win, and I'm gonna go celebrate. Do you guys know any barbers? I need a fresh cut. I'm like, and then Mel's like, oh, fucking shit. I don't know where this is going, but we'll see what happens with that. So I give that 2.5 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we get commentary, Vic Joseph and Booker T, sucker! They announced the death of Jay Briscoe, which was a shock to everybody last night. But very classy move by the WWE. Because they nixed that stupid segment from the New Day because they're about to do a really bad thing, and it wasn't unholy. They're gonna do a funeral segment for Pretty Deadly, and thankfully, Shawn Michaels and maybe Matt Bloom, that fucking idiot, Matt Bloom. You know why I call him a fucking idiot? Because he's the person that got Mandy Rose fired. Fuck you, you fat fuck. We miss Mandy Rose. I miss Mandy. I do. Not that I go on her not even OnlyFans, that's her fan page, whatever it is, to look at her hot, sexy ass. I mean, come on. But they really shouldn't have done Mandy like that, just because she has a semi like a carbon copy of OnlyFans, and she's making a lot of money on it. And then They find out, oh, you can't do that. No, you can't do that. You're out of here. Stupid. That's why WWE is so stupid with their third-party bullshit. Remember the whole thing where, thankfully Adam Cole didn't have to give up his Twitch. There were people like Selena Vega who got released over that crap. AJ Styles had to stop his Twitch. A lot of people had to stop their Twitch except for Xavier Woods. Because it's Xavier Woods and it's Adam Cole, baby. You ain't gonna tell them to stop. But someone like Selena Vega, who's not a big star, you tell her to stop her Twitch. And then she's like, oh, pissy. And then he's like, oh, fuck you, get out of here. And then you're like, oh, we're sorry, come back. Yeah, but what is she really doing now? She's basically in Legato just being beautiful. That's it. Not really doing much, but looking good. Because when you look good, you feel good. That's a commercial. I mean, it truly is a commercial. If you don't believe me, ask Mike Sorrentino, the situation from the Jersey Shore. He said it himself. It's a commercial. Oh yeah, Jersey Shore, cabs are here. I can't wait for the next season of Jersey Shore Family Vacation. Good shit, but they're like in their 30s and 40s. All of them have kids except for Paulie and Vinny. I know Paulie, I think, is engaged to that chick, Nicole. Not Snooki, whose name is Nicole, but another chick that he married. Now he lives in Las Vegas. And Vinny's just, single. Vinny, get it together, man. Come on. But, he's doing his own stuff, Vinny Guadagnino. Great Italian guy, by the way. He was on Dancing with the Stars. Did not win, obviously. I don't even know who won Dancing with the Stars when Vinny was on that show. I care less, because Dancing with the Stars is a godforsaken, horrible show. It's rigged. Because Kelly Osbourne should have won on that season. She should have won. They gave it to fucking Donnie fucking Osmond, that fucking old fuck. Fuck him. Fuck Donnie Osmond. And fuck Marie Osmond for that matter, too. Fuck both of them. If you shut the fuck up. Fuck the Osmonds, man. Fuck them. But I digress. I'm not gonna get into a big tirade. Let's be positive. I'm gonna start cursing like Kate Briscoe now. Motherfucker! Anyway. Alright, so we got that. So classy move by the WWE to mention the passing of Jay Briscoe. Very nice. Very nice. That's all that matters. Nothing else matters with the wrestling after that. And, that's it. Alright, but anyway, let's try to move on here. Then we go to the back where we see Valentina Feroz. She's all bent out of shape about losing her match to Thea Hale. And then Elektra Lopez comes in and sits next to her. And really, Valentina Feroz is like, bitch, get the fuck out of here. Please, I don't want you in here. Get out of here. It's like, I don't need your help. The whole thing with Sangha. And, it's like, I don't need your help. I can win on my own. But Elektra's like, well, stop sulking over the big Indian guy, Sangha. Stop it. And then she's like, like, I've been around men, and I learned that I should do things on my own. So she's trying to do this, try to form a faction, I think. So, blah blah blah, and she's like, well, if you want to see what I can do, then watch my match next week with Wendy. Choo choo. Okay. Yeah, we'll see what happens with that boring fuck match next week. So I get that 2.25 out of 5 stars. All right, then we get to the segment that was supposed to be, like I said, a funeral segment for the Yes Boys. We have the New Day. They come out with black pants, nice looking shirts. So I think they probably threw out the script that they were supposed to say, and then they just like wrote up something really quick, or they just went on the fly. I don't know. And we have that. So they come out for a little chitty chat, and they say, we're happy to be done with Pretty Deadly. And now they're on to the winners of the gauntlet match, Gallus. But hold on, wait a minute. The Yes Boys come out. Very nice fit themselves, because they probably went to the Men's Warehouse. Because when you go to the Men's Warehouse, guys, just remember, first of all, tell them I sent you. And second of all, you're going to like the way you look. I can guarantee it. So, go there, because that's our sponsor. Anyway, so Pretty Deadly come out. Elton Prince and Kip Wilson, they come out looking great. Nice hair. I wish I had... If I could glue my hair out to be like that, I'd probably be great myself. But, you know, I have short hair. I cut my hair, so... Can't have the rock star hair all the time. You know, somebody told me I look like a European. Well, I am Italian, so... Clean, good set of hair. Shaved a little bit. You know, it's coming back right now. I'm getting a new shaver pretty soon. An actually good one. Not the ones I get, the shit ones I get. But I'm getting a pretty damn good one that the barbers use. For a good price, too. No, like $300. I'm getting it for like, well, with shipping and handling, 60-something bucks. And I can afford it, because I work. Unlike certain people we know. But I digress. Anyway, so Pretty Lady comes out, and they're all pissy, and he's like, we jumped through hoops to get a title shot, and, you know, Xavier was like, well, if you got the Ahmed Johnson Legion of Doom gear, we would have gave you a title shot. And then they're like, we're tired of going through hoops, and then Xavier and Kofi Kingston are like, hey, that would have been a great idea. We should have made him go through hoops. Idiots. So basically, like, hey, enough is enough. Give us a title shot. So then Gallus comes out and says, we won our title match right now. No, it's ours. We won the match. It's our title shot. So Xavier Woods marks Gallus's accents. I mean, really? Trying to do an Irish accent? Want to play with my shillelagh with my lucky chimes? Moron. And basically say that they're ready for them at Vengeance Day. But Pretty Lady's like, nah, that ain't happening. And then a big fight is on with all 6 men. And referees have to try to break it up, and eventually do break it up. And then later on in the show, we find out it's going to be a triple threat match for the NXT Tag Team titles with the New Day, Gallus, and the Yes Boys. And I'm probably predicting that Gallus is going to get the belts. I would love for the Yes Boys to get the belt for the 3rd time. But then again, I mean, they win. Then you got them going against Gallus and some pretty damn good matches that they had in NXT UK anyway. Because there's not that many tag teams in NXT. So we'll see what happens. But I think Gallus is going to be the ones to win. But we'll see. Alright, so I give this segment 3 out of 5 stars. And let's move on. Alright, then we go to Mackenzie Mitchell, who has Lyra Valkyria and Roxy as her guests. They're sure they'll be okay as a tag team because they have common enemies. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. And they said last week it was Corey Jade. Now it's Toxic Attraction. They'll be ready to fight. But then that boring piece of shit, what's his name? What's his nickname? Big Body Hobby, whatever the fuck his name is. Javier Bornal comes in, thinks he's Elias, takes his guitar. He's like, I'm taking requests for my Christmas album. Anybody want to hear a Christmas song? How about you, ladies? And I'm like, please take the guitar and smash it over his fucking head. First of all, it's not Christmas. It's January the 17th, you fuck. I mean, what is the point of Javier Bernal? Is he supposed to be like a Elias type character, or is he going to be like a Santino Marella type figure, like an R-Truth type figure that nobody gives a fuck about? He's like a jobber, basically. Fuck this guy. And I'm like Mackenzie Mitchell. I'm like, why are you here? You bore the fuck out of me! Get out of here! You're like a cockroach that won't die! I kind of like the trolls on YouTube, but I digress. Anyway, so the women give him the cold shoulder. He's like, ooh, tough crowd. Anyway, let's move on with that. And I care less for him. And we move on. He's going to take on Tyler Bate, and Tyler Bate beat him in like 5 seconds. Anyway, so I give that 2.25 out of 5 stars. Then we go to another sit-down interview. This time, Vic Joseph was with the champ, Braun Breaker. He's not happy with how he beat Grayson last week at New Year's Evil. He said the need to face caught him, and he was seeing stars for a couple of seconds. But now we're going to be locked inside a steel cage, brother. And he likes the idea because there's nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Hey, we said that in 1985. You taking after Hogan? Nowhere to run, brother. Nowhere to hide. We're in a cage, brother. Anyway, so Grayson is the best trash talker around, but he can't back it up. So Braun says violence is coming to Vengeance Day. Yeah, we're gonna see blood? No. This ain't GCW, this ain't Japan. Especially with that crazy fuck still around, Onita. I saw a match, I think it was Onita taking on some guy in like an anime costume, and he hit him with the barbed wire, exploding barbed wire bad. And the freaking guy's like, boom! Inside the suit, he's like, I thought the suit was gonna catch on fire. It just got knocked him out, and then next thing I know, you see Onita like grabbing the guy's hand and raising it, and the stupid guy in the costume has a big, humongous patch on his head. I'm like, what the fuck? It's not the Onita I know. But yeah, I mean, that's crazy in itself. And then I see Marcus Crane and another guy. I don't know what promotion it was. They brought up pigeon sticks. I have no idea what that is. But I saw it, I'm like, oh, this is nasty shit. What the fuck? I mean, because you can't use the same old goddamn freaking weapons every goddamn hardcore death match. Let's get inventive here. Pigeon sticks, or whatever they're called. The craziness that happens in death matches. And where did it originate? Japan! For Japan, as always, #1! Forever! And ever! Terry Funk! Okay. Terry, go away. Go away, Terry. Oh, that's Terry Funk. Okay. I know. I was a hardcore legend in Japan. We know! Settle down. Drink your coffee. You know, Terry Funk never needed a mouthpiece to beat somebody up. He actually had a tussle with Stone Cold Steve Austin. I'm not kidding. I saw a video. I don't know where this was. Terry Funk's in the ring. And he's like going at, I don't know if it was actually with Stone Cold or it was maybe somebody cosplaying as Stone Cold. And he's like, I want a rumble, Austin! I want a rumble! Smacking him around. Smacking him around. I want a rumble! I'm Terry Funk! Come on! I'm like, I wouldn't want to fuck with Terry Funk. Come on now. Guy's nuts. Cactus, I want a rumble, Cactus. Terry, you gonna have some tea? You got some Doritos? Cactus, calm down, you fucking asshole. I'm sorry, bang! I digress. So you wish you could do better impressions than me. Blah, 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 blah. All right, let's move on. All right, so Braun's ready for the cage match against Grayson Waller in a cage on Vengeance Day. So I gave that 3 out of 5 stars. All right, let's be serious now. All right, then we have Javier Bernal trying to do a concert like Elias, but then Tyler Bate comes out and cuts him off. So then we get to this. We're getting he gets cut off and he wants a match from Tyler Bate. So Tyler Bate versus Javier Bernal, another 3-minute suckfest. Did I say 3 minutes? That's the 3rd time I said it. Did somebody say 3 minutes? And then freaking Umaga and Jamal come out. Two legends, by the way. Umaga. And the other guy, what's his name, Jamal. 3-minute warning. That could have been a great tag team if both of them, you know, would have stayed alive. Just saying. But anyway, we got Tyler Bate in his return match. Basically wiped the floor with Javier Bernal. He hits a move called Bop and Bang. Is that a sexual move? I don't know, but... Hey, come here, lady. Come here. Come here, darling. I'm going to give you a Bop and Bang. Bop, bang! Well, in my case with these wannabes, Bop, bang! Period. But we move on. We're not going to talk about that. Anyway, he does it again, sets up the handspring lariat, and then Tyler Bate hits the Tyler driver. Was it 98 or 96? That doesn't work, so Bate tries it again, and then he finally hits it, drops this poor schmuck on his fucking head, and then almost 3.5 minutes later, Tyler Bate gets the win. Not a great match, not really a match I cared about, so I give it 2 out of 5 stars. And that's pretty much it. Don't care. Alright, and we move on with that. Alright, then we go to Chase U! Celebrating Thea Hale's win. Yeah, we're all gonna bang her! We're gonna bang Thea Hale! All the students are gonna bang Thea Hale because she won! Yay! Anyway. We'll have a gangbang on Thea Hale! After the show, let's go! Anyway. Speaking of gangbang, anybody hear that story about that there was a New York City cop had a gangbang with like 8 other police officers. What the fuck? And then I think she got suspended or she got fired. I don't know what happened to her. Well, we don't know what happened to her, but I mean, officially, probably got suspended and got fired. I mean, really, what the fuck? Are you having problems with your man there, officer? You have to bang 8 other guys? She wanted to get served hard justice, and yeah, she got served hard justice, all right. Craziness that happens in New York. Thank God I'm getting out of this fucking state pretty soon. Go to a better state run by a great man named DeSantis. Just saying. Also, I did read a story that our good friend Donald Trump is in Gallup polls and like certain other polls. He is destroying DeSantis in the polls. I'm like, uh-oh. If I was to, I'm not gonna, so I don't want to say anything because I probably would get misinformed strike from the stupid idiots at YouTube, so I'm not gonna say much more. But I'd rather have Trump DeSantis on the same ticket, not going against each other. But that's just me. Which we all know, Sleepy Joe, in November you go bye-bye. You go bye-bye. You go to sleep, go to the old folks' home. And take Kamala Harris with you. Get out of here! Same. 9.5 more months, you're out! Fuck you! Take those dumbass Democrats with you. But I digress. Alright, so after that, after the whole Chase U celebration with Thea Hale, we go to Fallon Henley, who comes up to Jensen and Briggs. Oh, this was the second I mentioned already. She cares about Jensen. I'll try to get along with Kiana James. Then she mentions, I got a tag match next week, and Kiana's my partner. And Jensen's like, oh, that's great! That's great! Let's all have a drink! Okay. All right, so we got Kiana James and Fallon Henley in tag team action against probably two other chicks. See if they can, you know, put their differences aside and get the win. But we'll see. All right, so I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. All right, then we get what's coming next week with the women's tag team titles on the line and some other stuff next week. But then we go to your main event of the evening. Another women's tag team match. We have Toxic Attraction, Gigi Dolan, and JC Jane taking on Lyra Valkyria and Roxy. It was a pretty short match. I mean, could have went a little bit longer for the women there, Mr. HBK. But, you know, almost 7 minutes. It was right near the end of the show. That too. So anyway, we got a huge brawl to start, and Toxic Attraction gets sent to the outside. Roxy dives on to JC Jane, and Lyra Valkyria dropkicks Gigi through the ropes. We go back in, and then it's time to work on Gigi's arm. Not like that. As Lyra comes in with a top rope axe handle circa 1984. Roxy hits a running elbow, but then a blind tag lets JC Jane come in. And then they start working on Roxy for a little bit, taking her down for a clothesline for a near fall. Roxy fights her way back with a swinging face plant. And then gets the hot tag to the lassie from the UK, Lyra Valkyria. Comes in and beats both those hot ladies up. Then we get a suplex to JC, but Corey Jade comes out of nowhere and shoves Lyra off the top rope. And she's like, look what I did! Look what I did! Because, you know, they're going to have a match pretty soon, Lyra and Corey Jade. But anyway, Lyra gets back up, hands it off to Roxy, who then she goes after Corey Jade, leaving basically Toxic Attraction against Roxy 2-on-1. So we get a little bit of a preview of Vengeance Day. JC kicks Gigi in the face by accident. Uh-oh. Which allowed Roxy to grab Gigi, hit Pop Rocks, 1, 2, 3. And that's the end of the match. So Roxy and Lyra Valkyria get the win over Toxic Attraction. Pretty meh looking match. I gave it 2.5 out of 5 stars. And that's pretty much it. Roxy celebrates after the match. And then as we kind of fade to black, we see Gigi and JC start yelling at each other. Uh-oh, I think we're going to see the eventual breakup of Toxic Attraction. If we don't see, like, Sonya Deville or maybe Tiffany Stratton come in as the third woman to kind of mend them together again. I'd rather put Sonya Deville or Tiffany Stratton in that faction. Make it even better. Well, not much better, but, you know. We still have 3 nice hot pieces of ace. Well, with Tiffany, yes. Sonya, probably not that much. Just saying. Nothing wrong with Sonya Deville. I just think Tiffany would be a better looking person than Sonya Deville. But nothing bad about Sonya Deville, though. But you move on. I'm not going to go there. Alright, so that ends NXT. And that's all I got to say about that. So I'm going to get ready for Dynamite. Should be a very good show, you know, in memoriam to Mr. Jay Briscoe. So we'll see what happens with what Tony does tonight. We got Bryan Danielson. Yes! As he takes on Bandito, the former Ring of Honor heavyweight champion. That's going to be a banger after banger after banger. Okay. That's going to be a banger of a match. We got that. We're going to hear from the Hangman. Adam Page is going to do some cowboy shit with Renee Young. Not like that. John Moxley might have something to say about that, though. You also got, I think we're going to hear from the Elite, the new Trios Tag Team Champions. That's going to be fun. What else do we have? I don't know if Adam Cole's going to be on the show. I hope he is. But we'll see what happens with that. We got Willow Nightingale. I think he's taking on Tony Storm. That should be fun. What else do we have? on the show. I think MGF might be on the show. We got a lot of stuff on tonight's show, but we'll see what Tony Khan does tonight. And, yeah, but mainly I think the main focus is going to be Jay Briscoe. And they'll probably do something for him. Either a 10-bell salute or an in memoriam picture to start the show. But we're going to see what happens just at the top of the hour. So stay tuned for Dynamite. I might do my review later tonight. I'm not sure. Maybe be tomorrow. But we'll see what happens with that. But stay with me. Hit that fucking bell. And get notified. And when I do the video, you'll know when I do it. And that's it. So you can come and stalk. Because that's what I know. Because I had 2 people watching before. On and off. We know who they are. They get so hard for me because, they can't get a real woman, so they have to jerk off to me. Just don't splash on me, I don't go that way, but, make sure you wash your hands. And your dick. Your really small dick. But, I digress on that. But anyway, that's all I gotta say about that. So my final rating for NXT last night, modest right down the middle. Right down the middle there, like Bill Alfonso says, 6 out of 10 stars. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. Don't forget to smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, smash the bell, smash everything else. And that's it. So I'm out of here. I'm going to edit this up for a little bit. I'm going to get ready for Dynamite. Going to get ready to watch the beautiful Demon Diva herself, Issa, and we're going to have fun. We're going to try to get back into a positive mind state in the chat and on Issa's panel, and then we're going to have fun, not worry about anything. Let's get back to watching some professional fucking wrestling, the sport of professional wrestling. And that's all that matters. A quick Met note, the Mets signed Tommy Pham, who used to be on the Red Sox. So we signed to a 1-year deal, $6 million, can of coin, cheap coffee. Signed to be our 4th outfielder because Vogelback's going to be our DH. Can you get rid of Darren Ruff, please? Get rid of him. Why do we see still on the roster? We got a month to go and he's still on the fucking roster. Get him out. I don't want to have a freaking DH party, with freaking Ruff, Vogelback, and Tommy Pham. I mean, come on. I don't know what's going to happen with third base. Beatty he might fight for the starting job over Escobar if they don't trade him before then. But, I'll have to see about that. Basically, everything else is good. Alonso, got arbitration. So he got, I don't remember how much he got, but, they gave him some money in arbitration. McNichols, McNuggets, Jeff McNeil, he's still trying to work out a deal with arbitration to get to kind of give him some money this season. But I think next season, that's one of the big priorities is to extend Alonso, try to get Otani and Machado, because Otani's going to want like $500 million. So that's going to be hard for Uncle Stevie to get. But I would love Machado, because Machado can play third base, so we can get rid of Escobar. Beatty can probably be trade bait, which I hate, but gotta do anything you gotta do to make this Mets team into a super team. We already got Verlander and Scherzer in our rotation, along with Quintana, Cookie Carrasco, and whoever's gonna be the number 5 guy. Which I won't. Well, I was gonna say Taiwan Walker, but he went to the Cubs. Fuck him. Or you might put Tyler McGill there, or Peterson. But I think we got a pretty good 3-man rotation. I'm not sold on Quintana as the 4th guy, but I think we have a solid starting 3. Solid starting 3. I think Verlander will start opening day in Miami. That's March the 27th. No, it's the end of March. Like I think it's the 28th. Yeah, because they play Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday in Miami. Then they go to Milwaukee, which means the good land, before they come home to start the start at Citi Field, which will be the first week of April, right before Easter. And I think they do play Miami again. I have to look at the schedule again. And I have to get the book probably at the pretty soon. A couple of weeks I have to order my my yearly book. So I have to get on the ball with that. So probably the beginning of February I will get the yearbook, the statistic book for 2023, and then probably by right around the middle of March, probably St. Patrick's Day weekend, I'll do my 2023 season review for the Mets, the Skankies, and all other good shit. So we'll get to that, and then I gotta fill up some time for. I might be going on vacation around the end of March. Not sure about that yet, but not finalized yet. But I am going on vacation. Just I don't know when. It could be end of March. Could be after Easter. I don't know, but I am going on vacation pretty soon. I need a vacation. I wanted to go on vacation last year. Couldn't really do it. Wanted to go on vacation in my birthday. Couldn't do that because things happen and plans change. It's like my life is like card subject to change. But I do plan on taking a couple of vacations this year, especially in the summer. Summer is definitely going to be I'm going on vacation. Probably July, probably end of July or maybe early August. But we'll see what happens with that. We move on. We'll talk about that at another time. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. I'm Peter Gilmore signing off. Peace out. Rock on and rock hard with your cookout. And if you're not down with that, well, fuck you, man. And that's all I got to say about that. Because you can't stop the Armada, you can't stop the prophecy, the greatest thing since sliced bread. So, kiss our asses, go fuck yourselves, and go do your own thing. Want to be little fucking douchebags and stalk and be obsessed and jealous? Well, be jealous, like John Morrison says. Be jealous of me and everybody else. Because you can't do your own video your goddamn self. Because you can't get views like I do. So it is what it is. But anyway, I'm out of here. Thanks for watching. Peter Gilmore signing off. Until next time. Peace. Bitches. And big ups to Jay Briscoe. Rest in peace, my friend. Reach for the sky, boy. Bang. Good night, everybody.